Have you ever met a killer?
Ooh, trying to think if I have. I guess how would you know?
How would you?
Yeah, how would you know?
I can't confidently say that now that I think about it, but I don't think I have.
All right. The story goes as this. Have you ever met a killer or think you've met one? I made a throwaway account to post this because it still creeps me out 12 years later, and I don't want it linked to my account that could identify me. Sorry if this blows up. About 12 years ago, I was in my early 20s and living in a southern state in the US. Late one night, I realized I urgently needed to buy something, so I went to the only store near me I knew was open, a Walmart supercenter that was open 24/7. I gotta say, teenage years, I used to do that shit all the time too.
Same.
This store is right off a major US interstate exit, and they put I-85, and it was a weekday around 1 a.m. in the morning when I was out at the store. The parking lot of this store is huge, and often truckers would park their trucks in the lot overnight along with some random campers and RVs. I was in the line to check out and immediately noticed the man in front of me. The store was otherwise almost empty. He was youngish, white guy, average build, maybe 30s.
Killer.
This is Josh.
Shit.
He was hunched over with a baseball cap bunched down over much of his face. He purchased these items: a shovel, 3 packs of duct tape, rope, a set of zip ties, a box of latex gloves, a pair of leather gloves, and an empty gas container, and a disposable cell phone.
Just doing some yard work in the middle of the night.
This is fucking It's Always Sunny. I'm sorry that I have to do it.
Oh
but-
yeah. Or what was the SNL skit where Pete Davidson's trying to sell like rope to the guy, or
I don't know that
movie
one.
maybe, and he's just like, yeah, I need to buy some rope, and he's just like, what are you towing? And he's just like, a boat. He just makes it up because he's trying to tie up a body basically.
It's Always Sunny is pretty similar, where like they go to one of Dennis's car, and then he has like pretty much everything John just listed. They're like, what? Why do you have all these? And he's like, tools. I gotta have my tools. He's just going crazy, and everybody's like, holy shit.
He seemed to be unwilling to engage with a checkout person, and they put who also seemed annoyed to be working at 1 a.m. on a Tuesday. Fair enough, which is fair.
Yeah.
And this person paid in cash.
Mm.
Now, even if he wasn't buying those items, I think I would have felt creeped out. There was something just off about the situation to me. And I know that sounds crazy, but I just sensed something wrong.
No,
But to
it would
buy
be crazy if you didn't sense something.
Yes.
This is coming
I'm
from the guy
oblivious
who
as
would.
hell, and I'm just like, yo, that's crazy.
If I saw all of those items at 1 a.m. in a Walmart, I'd be like, that guy killed someone.
Can't wait to hear about this tomorrow.
Yeah.
Wally World? Shit. But to buy those specific items together, and they put and nothing else, and to buy them at 1 a.m. on a Tuesday, and to pay cash. And I waited in the store for a long time, and I asked the assistant night manager to walk me to my car. Good call on that.
Yeah.
The next day, I called the local FBI field office and explained/reported the situation. The people taking the complaint asked me repeatedly if I was calling in response to a specific crime, but took my information. I didn't hear of anything or see anything on the news that caused alarm. Then, a few months later, the FBI local office reached out back to me and asked if I paid with a credit card at Walmart. I never heard from them again, and I have no idea who the man was, what he was doing, who he may have harmed, or where he did it. I don't know if he's been captured or not, but I'm pretty darn sure I witnessed someone buying things to murder someone else. Has anyone else ever have a run-in with someone they suspected of killing someone else?
God damn. I don't think so.
I hope not.
I've lived a pretty boring life, but I don't know. I'm also not very aware of what other people are buying. That situation, I think I would be, because it's 1 a.m. You're literally the only two people buying something in the store.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would.
I feel like I would notice and then immediately look away and be like,
Dude, if I made eye contact, I would have shit myself.
Yeah. I think I'm calling the police at that moment.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's crazy. Also, it was funny when they're like, they bought just those items. and nothing else. But I'm like, wouldn't it be crazier if they had like a can of beans there too? Like, you know what I mean? Like something regular.
That will lower the suspicion for sure.
All of that stuff, and then a thing of parsley.
What else
Wait a
camping?
second.
Now I'm thrown off.
It's